Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Slapthine, and today I wanted to make a quick guide going over the 3 new Gauntlet Blitz activities that they added within the most recent update. Now, you might be asking me, Slap, why are you making a guide on the 3 new Gauntlet Blitz activities? They are literally the easiest thing in the world. They literally explain to you how you do them. Why would you need a guide on them? And my answer to that is yes, I know, but I still wanted to make a guide over them anyways, so that's that. The footage I'm using for today's video is streamed at my Twitch at twitch.tv/slapthigh. Make sure to come check out the channel to see some live Destiny Rising content. So the first new activity they added was Assembly Plant. This one basically starts with your team on a assembly line. Once you activate the terminal, the assembly line will start to move. Across from your plate, you will see a plate with some hive enemies on top of it. And then the main boss, which is a servitor. Basically, during this phase, that servitor is invulnerable, so don't even bother shooting at it. You're just going to be wasting ammo. So the main gimmick of this one is that the servitor will eventually destroy the plate that you were on with that beam attack. So when you get up to this platform here, you're going to want to hop off. And when you get on this platform, there will be a battery that you can pick up. So it's going to work kind of like the normal Gauntlet Onslaught activities, where when you hold the battery, if you stand under the shield, it'll block you from the arc lasers. And then during this time, the boss will be damageable. And as you see, the servitor will destroy the plate that you're standing on. So you're going to want to hop off to this other one over here. Make sure you bring the battery with you because you're going to have to use it to get through these arc lasers here as well. But yeah, once you get through those lasers, you'll hop off to a platform and kill some hive enemies. Once all the hive are cleared, you'll be able to get back on the platform and start it back up again. At this point, the servitor will come in, and as long as you haven't done enough damage to it, you'll be able to do more damage to it here. But as you can see, my team pretty much melted it for the first phase. So normally it won't be immune here, but since we pretty much melted it, it will be. Basically, just keep hopping between plates. The one that it destroys, you're going to have to get off of, like right here. Again, make sure you keep the battery with you. So for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you keep the battery, do damage to the boss as you're going down the assembly line. And then coming up here, you'll have to hop off again to kill some more ads. So take out all those ads and you'll be good to go. Once all the ads are down, you can hop back onto the plate and start the assembly line again. And at this point, you'll be able to finish off the boss, and then it's just a trip down to the bottom to get your rewards. So the second new activity they added here, Overflow. This encounter is relatively straightforward. Basically, in this encounter, there's going to be this poison smoke that you're going to have to run from throughout the encounter. In the first room here, there will be ads that you can kill. You're going to come across some Scorch Vandals that will drop Scorch Cannons that you can use to shoot the fuses on the walls. Pretty similar mechanic that we've seen before. So once all the fuses are broken, you can move on. You'll have a small traversal section that you'll have to run through with some fallen ads in the way. So just get them down and make your way through. Once you get to the top, there's going to be some wizards that you're going to have to take down to proceed. Then once you get into this room here, there's going to be some more hive that you're going to have to kill within this room. Kill the wizards here. It'll break the seals where you can get to these Scorch Vandals. You'll take those Scorch Cannons and then shoot the fuses within the room. All the while, more hive is going to spawn. You're going to have these ogres that are going to spawn. Then once those are down, you are good to move forward. There's going to be another quick traversal section that you're going to have to make your way through. There's going to be some more fallen enemies in your way, so make sure you take those guys out. There's also going to be some slow nades that'll try to slow you down, so walk around those. Should be pretty easy. Once you get up to this final room here, there's going to be some shriekers for you to kill, and then you pretty much just melt this ogre boss. It's the last thing you have to kill. Make sure you don't stand in the poison for too long. Then once the ogre's dead, you can move forward and claim your rewards at the end. In the final encounter here, the walls have eyes. This is actually one of my favorites. I thought this one was really cool. It's not overly complex, but I just thought it was interesting. Basically, how this one's going to work is you're going to move into this room with this giant servitor looking thing. It's going to have a blue beam attack that captures people if you get stuck in it. So you want to make sure you run away from that. Then after that attack, it's going to have these red circles all around its body. Shoot those so that it becomes vulnerable. Then once you do enough damage, you'll move into the next area here. There's going to be these rooms here in the middle that you can split up to go kill these fallen. Certain fallen will drop these energy cores that you can throw into the center. You need 12 of them to overload the charging base. So just keep killing fallen and picking up those energy cores and throwing them towards the center. Then once 12 of them are thrown in the center, the eye will open back up again. At this point, it'll do the capture beam attack, so make sure you stay out of that. Then once it's through doing that, you'll be able to shoot the red circles again on its body. Then it'll be damage phase again. You can shoot the red eye in the center. And then basically, it's just rinse and repeat. You keep doing this until the boss is dead. But yeah, not too complicated. Pretty self-explanatory boss. Pretty self-explanatory encounters. But I wanted to just make a quick guide going over them for those who haven't done it yet, to show you guys basically how it works. But yeah, hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Encourages me to make more content like this in the future. Again, all this footage is streamed over at my Twitch at twitch.tv/slapthigh. We'd love to see you over there if you're interested. Also consider checking out our community Discord. We have a lot of helpful people in there who are willing to help you out if you need it. Also, if you're looking for people to play with, we have a lot of people who would be willing to as well. But yeah, thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.